But at some point, the shield was pulled off, and we saw the real wolf here.
Attorneys for an LSU athletics employee say the university conspired to cover up sexual harassment claims. Coming up, team coverage of the massive lawsuit and what's expected next. Good evening, I'm Kellyanne Bailey. We're going to bring you the latest involving LSU and its mishandling of Title IX cases in just a moment. But first, in developing news tonight, a Baker family is in mourning after a 3-year-old child died from what police are calling an accidental shooting. Fox 44's Anam Siddiqui now joins us live from Baker. Anam, what's the latest?
I'm at Breckenridge Drive, where earlier police tell us a 3-year-old got a hold of his father's gun and accidentally shot himself, leading to his death. According to Baker Police Chief, the father was in the kitchen preparing food for his kids. A 10-year-old and another baby were also in the home, and Chief Dunn is reminding gun owners this situation happens too often but can be prevented with a safe or gun locks.
Gun locks. So man, you have to do everything that you can to try to make your house as safe as possible for the children. Because little boys, little girls, they are curious. They are. And things like this can happen.
This is a developing story, so we'll keep you updated on our free Be Our Proud app. Reporting live in Baker, Anam Siddiqui, Fox 44 News.
All right, Anam, thank you. Now to the latest on LSU. The university is now on the defending end of a massive $50 million lawsuit. LSU's Associate Athletic Director of Football Recruiting, Sharon Lewis, is calling out top administrators for what she says is nearly a decade of retaliation, cover-ups, and conspiracy. We bring you team coverage tonight with Fox 44's Dion Guillory and Abby Rocha, both of whom now join us live from campus. Let's start with Dion.
Well, this is a copy of that lawsuit which has yet to be filed by the attorneys. We're told that should happen in the next 24 hours. But in it, Sharon Lewis says she has been a victim of retaliation for years, and her lawyers are naming names.
$50 million lawsuit filed in LSU Associate Athletic Director Sharon Lewis's name. The suit claims retaliation against Lewis for reporting former LSU football coach Les Miles for sexual harassment.
I used to watch Bill Cosby on TV when I was a kid. I thought he was America's father. I used to watch Les Miles on TV. I thought he was Mr. Football as far as coaching was concerned. But at some point, the shield was pulled off, and we saw the real wolf here.
Executive Deputy Athletic Director Verge Osbury and Senior Associate Athletic Director Miriam Seeger are also named in the suit. They are also the only LSU staffers disciplined last month after a report from Hush Blackwell found widespread mishandling of sexual misconduct allegations.
James Williams, you were chairman of the board. You knew the committee that handles athletics for the board, the athletic committee for the Board of Supervisors, you knew.
In an interview with USA Today, Lewis said it is still a hostile work environment for her. She says she feels panicked, isolated, and doesn't feel protected. Her lawyers say the fight is just starting.
We know there are others out there. And just like we're going to fight for Sharon Lewis, I want you to know we're going to fight for them too.
Now, Lewis's attorneys do want to take this to trial, and this lawsuit goes into great detail in what Lewis has said has happened over the last few years, and in it, some very damaging details in there. Abby Rocha has been looking at this all day, and Abby, it's very shocking what we see here.
Absolutely, Dion. And you know, I've been following this from the beginning. Many of these accusations have been made by victims, lawmakers, but the difference tonight, it's coming from LSU's Associate Athletic Director of Football Recruiting, Sharon Lewis. Among some of the most shocking allegations are those against former head coach Les Miles. We do want to warn you, some of these details I'm about to tell you about are disturbing. In 2010, Lewis says Miles told her to stop hiring female student workers who were, quote, too fat, too ugly, or too black. She claims Miles demanded she hire blonde girls with large breasts. Lewis accused Miles of contacting and engaging in sexual acts with students. She says that top LSU football administrators were racketeering and conspiring to cover up accusations to give LSU a competitive advantage. Tonight at 9, I'll tell you what we may or may not hear about tomorrow at the LSU Senate Committee hearing. Back to you guys.
All right, Abby, thank you. And this just in, attorneys for Les Miles now responding to that lawsuit by Sharon Lewis. It reads in part, quote, "This lawsuit is a work of fiction, 8 years in the making. The manner in which Ms. Lewis and her counsel have slowly rolled out this lawsuit is telling, culminating in her counsel holding a press conference rather than having the pleading speak for itself."